G'day guys, today I'm doing the $20 Kmart challenge. This is a new series I'm starting where I take $20 and I see what play activities I can get from Kmart for just $20. So today I'm going to be sharing 3, but don't worry if you're not in Australia, dollar store, Poundland will have what you need. So let's get shopping. So I'm in the home decor section and this is the first thing I'm going to grab for my kids hack is this money box. So it's $7. Tempted with this, but at $10 this uses half of my money, so I'm not going to get it this time. These are glass, otherwise I'd grab them as some sensory jars. Here we go, this is what else I want. $5.50, 48 blocks. I'm going to use that. So now we're up to $12.50. These guys are only $5 here. This is much cheaper in this section, only $3. Some letters. These are magnetic ones. $5. Lots of little craft packs. And I'll grab this for $3 for the money jar hack. Loving the book, Snail and a Whale's Tale. So I'm going to grab this and she can do a small world play activity. That's $4. So the first play activity I'm going to set up is a simple colour sorting activity. So a little bonus with my money box, someone had put 20 cents in it. As well as the craft popsicle sticks that I got from Kmart, I'm also using rainbow coloured cardstock, double-sided sticky tape and a pair of scissors. First I removed the plastic from the money sorting container, and at the front it's not glass, it's just plastic. I've actually seen people hack it into 3 instead of 5, so some you give, save, spend, and separating it into 3 like that. So what I did is I worked out roughly the size. I used the purple to work out the size that I need to cover up, and then I cut the same in each colour. Then I used the double-sided tape to stick it to the board at the back. I want it to kind of be temporary. I didn't want to paint it because I'm going to use it for different things. Once she outgrows this, then we'll do other activities with it. So that's why I went the painting option over paint, and I didn't want it to be black. I thought, oh, I could do it blackboard paint, and then I could easily just write on it each time, but I like the colour, so that's what I went for. It easily slid in at the back, as you can just see there. Then I wrote each colour in lowercase on the top. I deliberately did lowercase instead of capitals because I want the focus to be lowercase letters. So here she is sliding in the paddle pop sticks, which is, beginning sorting, which is what you need to do for maths down the track, as well as learning your colours, as well as seeing lowercase letters. It's a great activity. Variations we could do with this activity is letter recognition, number recognition, name recognition. So you could do their name up the top and they've got to put the letters in for each one. So it's very versatile and it will definitely be able to grow with her. And my child definitely loves posting activities. So it's a winner in our house. Next up, I've got a super simple small world. So for the small world, I've set up some polenta that was already in this tray. This is a Kmart tray from the kitchen section, $8. I use it a lot in play. Then some fabric I had in the cupboard, or pillowcases, or paper, or blue rice, blue jelly, blue water. So many different options there depending on what you want to do for the water. I just went with the material in the polenta. I didn't want to get the rice mixed up with the polenta. And then the whale that I bought, and then the pom-pom, I kind of thought that could be our snail. The first time I show this to her, I'll talk about it, I'll have the book there, and I'll pretend like I'm playing. She's never played with this before, so I'll just pretend, oh, the whale, it's coming into the beach. Oh no, it's stuck. Who's going to help it? Oh, the snail's going to go to the school to get help. So just kind of showing different ways that you can play with it. She's never done this before, so I can't expect her to just kind of run with it until she knows what you can kind of do with it, and then I'll let her take it away. So for example, with the diggers, the first time with the diggers, I digged up some sand and then I put it into the dump truck, and then the dump truck emptied it, and I haven't had to do that again. Now she kind of gets that. She's seen me play with it, then she comes over herself and has a go. Got it set up in the kitchen on her table. Would you like me to do a video on just small worlds? If you do, let me know in the comments and I can do that for you guys. Oh, where's the snail? That's it. We're going to pretend that's the snail.
And the last activity is using these $5.50 tumbling blocks, which are just a cheaper version of Jenga.
So after I got the kids in bed, I put 2 tablespoons of water in each section and 1 tablespoon of food dye. So these section things are both from Kmart. They're in the party section and they're $1, $2, maybe $3. And that's what I'm going to be using. I ran out of blue, and when I was shaking it to get as much out of it as I could, I ended up putting some in the yellow over there. So I just scooped it out with a spoon. To make purple, I used blue and red. Unfortunately, I wasn't happy with the purple. I just didn't have enough food dye and it wasn't a great colour. I used some of these Wilton's Colour Right as well to try and get the colour better. It still didn't work out that well to get a nice bright purple, but it still didn't work out that well and I had to just keep adjusting it. When I thought I was pretty close to having the purple that I wanted it, I just put it on a piece of paper just to check the colour, and this was okay. I think next time what I'd do is use pink instead of red and blue. So I'd use pink instead of the red for the red and blue, and of course I'll make sure I had enough food dye. And to make orange I used yellow, and then I had to use some red drops because I was all out of the other red. And then I checked it and I was really happy with that orange colour. Then I put 2 blocks in each section and I put them in for 6 minutes before turning them and doing another 6 minutes. Between turning them, I had this glass of water that I dipped my spoon in so that I wasn't transferring the food dye between each colour. And I enjoyed a glass of wine while I was doing this. What I didn't realise is there was actually a hole in the section that the blue was. I put some paper towel down in the interim and tried to think of a little bit of a plan on what I could do. How bright and vibrant do they look? I'm using no colour correction with my video here. That's just how they look. Anyway, I thought I better do something about this blue food dye before it stained the bench for good. So I grabbed this oven tray that was circular and just popped it on there. And then I used our granite spray to clean it up. When I was removing each block, I just used the tongs, and same again, I dipped them between lifting out each block so that I wasn't transferring the food colouring. Used our granite spray to clean it up. As you can see, my hands got pretty stained in this process, but the bench top came up clean, which I was stoked with. While I had the food dye out, I dyed anything else I had that was wooden that I wanted to dye, so I dyed these little people and cups that I just bought off eBay. I lay them on paper towel and let them dry overnight. It ended up being a couple of days before I got back to them to seal them. I'm using this beeswax furniture polish. It's from Bunnings. They didn't have it in the store. I had to go ask them and they ordered it in for me. It's non-toxic. Dave and I did this together on a damp cloth. We just put them on each block, made sure we were generous. I noticed one of them I was a bit tight with how much I used and that came off of my fingers, but the others have worked really well when we were really generous. And then left that for a day or two. It said 20 minutes I think, but I just left it for a day or two. And then before putting it in the box, I just rubbed it with another cloth just to smooth it off. And this is how they turned out. As you can see, it's not as bright as when I initially did it, but it's awesome. I love them. Look at that. I ended up doing a second coat on the blues because, like I said, I didn't think I put enough on the first coat. And here's the final blocks. I am so happy with these. I just love how the orange turned out. That's my favourite colour. I was a little bit disappointed with the purple, which you saw when I was dyeing it. Because it's a Christmas present, I haven't given it to the kids yet. I haven't let my 7-month-old suck on it, which I'm sure he will, to see if it stains his mouth or anything. I don't know. It's certainly not going to be something I'm going to be encouraging mouthing. I'm going to be saying, no, not in your mouth. It's not food. But he will probably if he gets his hands on it. I've heard of others that haven't put the seal on, they've just used the food dye because their kids are not mouthing at all. And they haven't had any problems with staining hands or anything. So I'm really optimistic, having used that sealer, that these will stay sealed and won't stain. So a super cheap Kmart hack, $5.50 plus a little bit of food dye, and if you want to seal it, I think that was $12. I'll put it up on the screen here.
Do you want to see more $20 challenges? If you do, let me know in the comments below. What are you going to try with your kid? Or what have you already tried? Say in the comments below, please, so other mums can read it and get inspired as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.